Welcome to the Disney Underground, your experimental podcast of tomorrow. Be sure to strap on your Mickey ears as our hosts, Panda, Gene, Sammy, and Morgan, take you through all the happenings in the world of Disney and Universal. Are you ready for some fun, games, and an occasional guest or two? Then sit back, relax, and enjoy the Disney Underground.
Good evening, everybody, and welcome to the Disney Underground, your experimental podcast of tomorrow. I am Gene Fitzmagic, and let's go around the room. Let's start with the boss, Panda. John, what's up, my man?
What's so experimental about this? I'm still finding out myself. I'm sorry, I'm kidding. The Italian came out there. What's so experimental about this podcast?
I don't know. How you doing, though, my man?
Good. And we should do this around the room quickly. I had a crazy day. My cat had to have 5 teeth pulled. And I'm a wreck all day. I am stressed that the cat thinks I abandoned him. And I'm happy now that he's home. He's fine. He's a little drunk, but that's my day.
Well, I hope you had a good week off. We took the week off at least. Was the week at least good?
Yeah, 4th of July was a lot of fun, actually. I still have videos that I got to edit, but it was a lot of fun. I thought I had a good time.
Awesome. And Morgan, how you doing?
Good. How are y'all? I've been all over the place, and I'm, as you can see, and Sammy as well, we're not where our usual backdrop, so I'm a little flustered as well, but hopefully.
Can I just thank the two of you, please? The two ladies are on vacation in Disney from their hotel rooms. I might have been like, hey, I'm on vacation. I'll see you next week, so thank you.
I wish I was in Disney. I'm actually in Virginia. But,
that's right.
But I wish I was in Disney. It's
there you go.
But I'm doing great. I miss y'all. I missed y'all last week. It felt weird.
I know. We're not doing it. We just started. It's already I feel like it's already my Tuesday night thing, right?
Yes.
And Sammy, how are you doing? You're in Disney. How you
doing? We are here. We're here for the week. We're here to celebrate Aiden's birthday. It's so hot right now. I mean, I'm melting. I didn't think I was going to make it today. I thought I was just going to be melting on the sidewalk. It's so hot, but I'm happy to be here. I missed you guys.
And let's see what's up, Buddy R, Brandy, and Dave. Dave is in the house. John Young's in the house. So we want to say hello to everybody there. And Chad, if you're here and you want to talk to us, say hello. We'll shout you out. We got a lot to talk about, guys. Food and wine, Haunted Mansion, refurbs, and fights. But first, let's talk about some value resorts in Disney. That was what the main topic of today is. We're going to talk what's the best value resort in Disney. There we go. So John, we talk about value resorts all the time, and there, some people don't like value resorts. People only stay at value resorts. What's your take on the value resorts, and which one do you like to talk about?
Okay, I find the rooms at the value resorts really good. I don't like that, a lot of times you're far from getting coffee or you're far from transportation. So that's you know what? Yeah, to think about it, when I didn't even think about this to myself until just now. The reason I'll go for a deluxe resort is really for transportation. Mm-hmm. I want the monorail. I want the gondola. So I'll pay for that more than just the room itself. The room, I figure, if it's clean, I'm good. If I can sleep in it and it's clean, it's good. But transportation is my big thing.
I agree. There's something, well, now the transportation is a little bit easier, and we'll talk about that in a little bit because there's a couple of resorts that are part of that skyline now where you can stay at. What's the one that you're going to talk about? I think you did.
Art of Animation.
Let's hear about Art of Animation.
I feel happy when I visit there. Even just to go eat there. I like the big, larger than life maquettes of the characters, Ursula and everything. The Lion King there. I think it really stands out. I mean, like sports, I can get into it, but a soccer ball isn't doing what Sebastian and King Triton are doing for me.
I hear you. What's one of the things that you think when you go there that is that does it for you? What's the most? Is it the Skyliner? Is it the life size
Yeah, the Skyliner is good, and I even like not knowing what themed area I'm going to get because it's exciting to me if I get it. I even like the family suites. I know they're kind of tiny, and I hold back saying the word suite because I don't think it's a real suite, but it is a nice room, usually decent price. Sometimes they get crazy, but I like, and their food court is actually pretty darn good. Like I've had some decent stuff at their food court, whereas some of the others I don't think I have.
Now I remember this was one of the, if I remember correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, was this one of the last ones they brought back from COVID?
Well, I don't even remember how they reopened them or what order.
I feel like this one was one of they brought back like towards the end. And you know, real quick, I just want to say hello to a couple of people in the chat. Surf Bum, what's up? Caleb, Joshua Hill, what's up? Orlando, what's up? Cody, Nicholas, Jason.
Jason, how are you, man? You know, John has a good comment there, Gene. If you want to read that one.
Which one is this? Swan
the Swan and
Real Value Resorts off peak, cheaper than AOA and pop frequently. The Disney Valley resorts remind me of a large Chuck E. Cheese.
And if you're like me, Swan and Dolphin goes under my radar. Ladies, do you feel the same way? I feel like we should be looking into it, but I don't.
I think with the fact that they're not Disney resorts is where I think sometimes people kind of forget about it a little bit. What do you guys think?
I honestly forget about it. But I love Art of Animation's food court. That's one of my favorite out of all the value. Art of Animation has the best food court. I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's because like the layout and you feel like there's so much more food. Maybe there isn't. Maybe there's the same amount of food as any, but it's just the layout. It makes you feel like you have so much selection. I don't know.
Absolutely.
They even have a secret menu. I don't know if you guys are aware of this. I don't know if it's still there. Okay, there was a time. Morgan, are you aware of this?
I did not know.
Okay, there was a time in Art of Animation that you could go up to the cast members in the food court and say, "Can I see the secret menu?" And out comes a suitcase. And I think there was a viewfinder. You know the viewfinder toy?
Yeah.
Yes.
And you could see like different items that you could get, and some of them were really good.
See, that sounds like something they should have at Pop Century because that old school
they might.
toy.
They might.
Yeah.
Hey, Nick's in the house. Go Jets, Nick. That's. I would think that would be something like you could see. I don't even know about it, but that would be pretty cool if it was a Pop Century because that's kind of like one of those old school toys. You know. What about you, Morgan? Give us one that you like to talk about.
Well, last thing about Art of Animation, what I love about Art of Animation and like an art background as well, same reason why I like Festival of the Arts. I love looking at all the concept art, and I like exactly that picture. And one side on the right, it shows like very early concept and different images of what the characters could have been, and then they slowly fine tune it and it gets more in color. And then I love seeing just all the sketches and all the art throughout the whole thing, whether it's on the resort facade on the side or in the lobby. Like it's just, I could just stare at it all day long. It's so pretty. But
I was going to say, go ahead. I was about to go ahead.
Sorry, my internet's a little shaky here, but the resort I am going to talk about, I actually have two of the All-Stars, and it is All-Star music and sports, and they are okay. So for me, who has a very limited budget, very, very limited, these have been my bread and butter because I can only afford so much, so I've grown to love it. I honestly love the obnoxious theming of music and movies. Like it is so 90s, it is so ridiculous. I wouldn't say it's hard to get lost. Like once you initially find your room, you're good. But it is absolutely wild there with like the larger than life characters, I'm just a big fan of those, and it is sad that it is so far away from majority of the other theme parks, but it is pretty close for a value. It is the closest you could get to Animal Kingdom. So if you're a real big fan of Animal Kingdom, I think they're pretty good. So
I'll see what I love about a lot of those resorts, and you were saying like the theming of all these resorts. Really, I feel like it's always the value ones. If you have little ones, I feel like they're the if you want to take them to the best theming possible for little ones, I feel like that's the value resorts because it feels like Disney. Like don't get me wrong, everybody knows Boardwalk's my favorite place on the planet. I love the Boardwalk. I love Grand Floridian. But with little ones, when they want to see like magic and they just want to see like just be in awe, it's the value resorts that I really think give that sense of awe to the children when they come to Disney. That's my.
If you're a kid, the conveniences are beyond you, but a 30-foot Ursula isn't. So yeah, I see that.
Yeah.
And those pictures, by the way, of music, those pictures of music, I don't think I've ever seen it at night. That looked great.
Yeah, it did. And honestly, as much as I love, like later on, we'll talk about other resorts that are higher level as well. And I do love the Riviera. But I'm a sucker for the over the top theming. I don't care how kitschy it looks. Like if they're committing to a theme and they're making a guitar shaped pool, I'm okay with that. Even if it's something I have no interest in. Like if they go, even if it's kitschy and crazy, I'm okay with it because it's fun. It's really, really fun. So that's all I have to say about those.
Oh, I've never seen that pool, that shot. I never saw that. The Three Caballero pool. Never saw it.
Yeah. Oh, you've never seen it?
Yeah, no, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, I love that.
I'm getting sold on this.
I saw that John Young said All-Star Sports is great, and so they make the sake of going there during cheer competition. I have heard that once a lot of the school trips will go to the All-Stars and like the competitions and stuff. That's where they stay. So I can understand that being a tough time to go. Yeah, because they take over the whole resort, right? And it's probably mayhem. So I get that. But Sammy, which ones do you like to talk about?
So I would have to agree with you when you said about like kids loving like art of animation, especially, and all-star movies, because they grew up watching all these Disney movies. So to go to the hotel and see a giant Nemo or a giant Lion King themed, stuff, playground that they have at Art of Animation, it's such a different experience. And so I chose movies, and I'm a huge movie person. I mean, every Friday night we do movie night with pizza. It's just, movies is my thing. And growing up and seeing Toy Story and seeing a big giant RC car and Woody, it's so cool. I love the movie posters. Yes, the food court is okay. I still stay with Art of Animation. I feel like the food court is the same as the other All-Stars except for Art of Animation. But I do like how they redid the rooms. I love the different photo opportunities, especially like if I'm taking pictures of ears. I think it's such a great hotel. If I couldn't stay at Art of Animation, I would stay definitely at movies. Like, it's so pretty. Look at the pool. I mean, it's just, the theming is something I love. So I would pick that one. It's really cute.
Listen, I love all those. None of them are my favorite, and I think Art of Animation is probably would be my second favorite out of this. But my favorite is the one I'm going to talk about. It's Pop Century. It's the experience from the 50s all the way straight through the 90s. It's got 3 pools. It's got that hippy dippy pool with the pedal pool bar. It's got the bowling pin pool, and it's got the computer pool. So you got one from the 50s, 60s, 90s. Also, too, guys, the convenience of it being right next to the Skyliner is just an awesome thing to have, right? And you know what? Get some new people in the house. Let me just real quick. Tina's in the house. Lisa's in the house. Paul Engel's in the house. Who else I just saw in there? Keto Fit Gal. Is that Christine Panda?
Who?
Keto Fit Gal. Is that Christine?
Oh, that's Christine Fox. Yes.
Oh, I haven't spoken to her in so long. How you doing, Christine? So my thing with Pop Century, to me, I think the theming there is outstanding. To be able to kind of encompass the 50s, the 60s, the 70s, 80s, 90s, all that time. It gives a sense of nostalgia to the parents that are going, that might have grew up in the 50s or grew up in the 60s. Now I guess that might be grandparents these days. But when I was a kid, the 50s was my parents. So, but it gives you that sense of nostalgia for the older generations too. And you know what? They got a great food court, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And reasonable when you think about, like, if you were like, I was looking through the how much the resort cost would be if you were to go in October, which is a pretty expensive time to go. I would think you got the food and wine really full swing. It's about $215 for a standard room per night. It's a little more than the All-Star movies, but or the All-Star music movies and sports. But but you know what? But not bad. To me that's my one. It's got campfire activities, movies at night. It's got a ton of amenities. What's your guys' take on Pop Century?
That pull down bed, by the way, is awesome. And I love how they have, the picture behind it that lights up usually, and you never know really what it's going to be. Is it a Pluto? Is it Mickey? And they're clean. Years ago, when I was young, a lot of these hotels had rugs, and that just made it not very clean. I like the hardwood floors.
Yeah.
The hardwood floors.
That the fact that they redid it looks really nice compared to the carpet. Especially for people who have like allergies. That carpet.
Yeah. The hotel I'm currently at has a carpet, and you can just kind of feel, not that the hotel that I'm at is gross by any means, but you just kind of feel a layer of filth, But Jean, to your point about the big different decades and stuff, my mom and I have a tradition anytime we have like a little girls trip and we stay there. I'll take a picture in front of the 90s and she'll take a picture in front of the 60s. Yep. And it's just like our little tradition and like, you know, seeing comparisons over the years of, oh, this and that and stuff. So it's a really cute thing.
Just want to say thank you so much. Sweet guy. Thank you so much, Nicholas. We appreciate that. Never expected, but always appreciate it. Thank you so much.
And just a quick side note, Gene and everybody, Lisa Thompson, she is the owner of mctravelcompany.com that we talk about always on the show. Lisa. So if you see her type something, it usually holds some weight. She's saying Disney stopped offering discounts in October a few years before COVID. It is a popular time. I wonder if this year, if there's maybe October specials still might come. I don't know.
I mean, she definitely keep us posted on that. Thank you so much for tuning in, Lisa.
I remember when these hotels when I went to the Caribbean beach like years ago, it was $89 a night.
Give us a time frame when that was.
Hold on. I would have been about, it's got to be 93, 94, I think it was.
Wow.
Oh maybe 91. Might be 91. $89 a night. And at the time, that was a tough nut to crack. That was like a little expensive.
Yeah. We're actually here right now. We're at the Caribbean.
Oh, I do like the Caribbean, but that's moderate, right? Not value.
Moderate, yeah. That's moderate.
Yeah,
I like it, especially because of the gondola too. Now I like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Christine, 89 was.
89 was the standard. You know, and you could walk right over to Riviera. You have some other stuff and access to you right there at Caribbean. So I like it.
Lisa's asking if I have the paper receipt. No, but they used to put it under the door the last night. It was the most depressing thing.
Yeah.
You would get it. You wake up in the morning and it would be right at the front door.
But worse, you'd get up to go to the bathroom at 3 a.m, and all of a sudden you just see under the door, and it's like, oh, I hate you people, because you knew that was. You knew that. You knew that morning you had to go home, and I hated it.
There's nothing worse than that last day. You're packing up, and as you're packing up and you're wheeling your bags down to the lobby, you're seeing everyone starting their trip coming in, and it's
you get so jealous. You're like,
yeah. As a kid, I remember being like at the Polynesian at the start of my 9-night vacation, and I would tell the other kid in the pool, "Our family just got here. Oh, you're leaving tomorrow? I'm so sorry." And then 9 nights later, some idiot did it to me.
Karma.
That's karma. That's what they call it.
That's karma.
I recently had a podcast guest on my Just a Magic podcast, and her first trip, her daughter at the very end goes, "You guys go, I'm gonna stay," and I'm like, that is amazing, because she didn't understand. She thought they moved there. You know, if you're a 4-year-old, you bring all your bags and you stay for a week. You've convinced you moved. So.
That's exactly what it is too. So, you know, in chat, what's your favorite out of all the value resorts? Which ones have you stayed at? Which ones do you like the most? I really want to see what chat kind of has. We got to figure out how to do a poll midstream. Is there a way to do polls? There is, right? We should do polls. You know what? I'll ask Pete McDevitt. Pete McDevitt does polls all the time on his streams, so I know he knows how to do it. I'll have to ask him.
That would be really cool, actually. The people would love that, I think.
Yeah, we got to get a poll going so we can see what everyone which is the one that they want to stay at. So.
What should Morgan color her hair next or something?
And then Morgan's got to do it.
Honestly, I will do it.
Okay. Halloween.
Morgan, I'll put some weird colors in there. Don't tempt us.
Oh no!
No yellow or electric green. Actually,
electric green
choose. Cool.
Yeah, so you got to make sure you want to do it.
Green is if you go in the pool, it turns like a dark booger green.
Yes.
It's like
okay. I'll pick or
wait. Let's
dye my hair.
Chat. Give us an idea of what Morgan should change her hair color to, and then we'll see what chat says.
It's about time I go to the salon recently. So
Grace Schmidt says her favorite is the movies. Joey D says Art of Animation all day. Pop is best for location. Short minivan. He loves those minivans. Dave.
He loves those minivans.
Yeah, he loves those minivans, man.
He's a big advocate. Minivan should sponsor Brandy and Dave for how much they use it.
They really should.
I actually love the minivans, and I think it's worth the extra money, and I'll tell you why if you need to know.
Let's hear it.
It's just comfortable. I paid about
public. Go ahead.
Okay. I went from Animal Kingdom to Yachtsman Steakhouse back and forth with a minivan. It cost me $15 more than an Uber would, but the car was clean. The air conditioner was pumping. There was themed music playing based on where you were going. So as we left, and the lady told me, as we left Animal Kingdom, it was, African music. And then when we got to Yachtsman Steak Club, it was another type of music, and same thing on the way back.
Kind of like in the buses.
It was just top notch. And I think because I knew these are Disney employees, I felt a lot more comfortable than stranger on the street picking us up. So.
Cool,
Brandy and Dave said cast member conversations are great. I can imagine. That'd be fun.
I get that. I would get that.
And they're very open in the minivan. Like they come out of their shell and actually talk to you about stuff, and they enjoy their job usually.
I've never done the minivan.
Me either.
Next time, if you look at the prices, you immediately think, "Oh, why would I pay $15?" But next time, just bite the bullet, do it, and you'll be sold.
I gotta try it next time. It's funny. Every time you see that commercial, a friend of ours, Emil, is actually. Did you ever know that she does the commercial that you see on YouTube all the time for the?
Emil, yeah.
She does those commercials. So she did that. I think maybe 5-6 years ago, something like that. But she did the commercial for the minivans. But what we do? We want to get into the next topic, which is Food and Wine Festival. Before we do that, let's take a short commercial break and hear from one of our sponsors over at Happiness Collection. Patty, spit that commercial.
Happiness is addictive. Passionate about spreading laughter and creating smiles worldwide. Happiness is addictive. Brings our global community together through humor, optimism, cheer, hopefulness, and merriment. Happiness is addictive. Happiness is addictive.
So go check them out. They do a fantastic job with their shirts and their dresses. They got a lot of cool stuff. And we'll be doing a giveaway with them in, I think, about 2 weeks from today. So go check them out and then have a chance of winning a $100 gift card in 2 weeks. Go check, to go get something.
Wait, who won last time? Didn't somebody's mom win or something?
Sammy's mom won. I don't know. Maybe we should confiscate that gift, but we let it.
No. I want to know what she got when you find out, Sammy. Tell us what she bought.
Let's see. I don't know.
We'll have to ask. All right, so let's talk a little Food and Wine Festival. Guys, July 27th, so it starts. It's just around the corner, a couple weeks from now, all the way to November 18th. So it feels like every year it gets longer and longer. So I will actually have a chance to be. I'll be there in time to be able to go. I'll be back to being a local before then, so I will be able to get to enjoy some food and wine. But and we won't go into the full menu. I'm sure everybody's seen the menu by now, so everybody knows what's there. If anything, if you want to tell us what you're excited to see, or what events of the festival, or what dishes on the festival you want to see or you want to taste, let us know in the chat. So we won't go into all that. We'll cover a couple of things, but before we go into the dishes that we want to try, what's some of the things that you like specifically about this festival, Sammy? We'll start with you.
Well, I really, really want to try the Flavors of Fire booth. It has a chimichurri, like a skirt steak, and it's a taco, and it has crushed avocado, grilled corn salsa, pickled onions, which I love onions, and it has queso fresco and cilantro cream, like little dressing type of thing. I think it sounds
she picked
delicious.
So she show off with the accent.
She could read anything, and I'll be like, "What is?"
I was hoping she picked this for the accent. No, I love it. The way it sounds. It sounds so
good.
Cilantro.
It's a cilantro and chimichurri, and it's been marinated, and I just can't. And now one thing I'm a little bit curious. Crushed avocado, wouldn't that be guacamole?
Yeah.
I said the same thing when someone said that to me the other day. They were saying, we were reading it. And I'm like, that's guacamole, right? It's almost like calling stemless wine, like the stemless wine glasses. Those are cups. I'm sorry, those are cups. We don't make anything fancy.
I did think about that. I was looking at it and I was like, isn't that guacamole? But I know that Disney, and it happened last time we were talking about food, Disney likes to change the words to make it seem so fancy. Just say guacamole.
Now
that's Disney. I think that's either Kim or David. They are absolutely correct. It's just one long. That's
all it is. There's a couple of days off here and there. I think they had 2 weeks off in between each one, right? And then they get right into the next one. So And even with that, remember they also have the flavors of Florida going on currently in the spring. So it's not even like there's really nothing. It's just not in Epcot. They still got something in the springs, so to cover that time off. Morgan, what about you? What's something that you love about this festival?
So it's not my most favorite. We talked about it last week. I do like Festival of the Arts a lot, but I have a lot of nostalgia going to Food and Wine Festival, and I will say practicing for my 21st birthday, which is in December, when I did the Disney College program. So it very much helped me when I had to drink around the world for my birthday. But a food I'm very excited about, and I wish my French accent was as good as Sammy's accent, but I am the beignet à trois fromages, which is a warm beignet filled with a 3-cheese blend. I'm a sucker for cheese, and there's always something good cheesy at France. So I think I'm really excited to try it.
Excellent. And what about you, John?
Morgan, did you ever try the cheese thing at Germany it's like vegetables and bread, but you dip it in the fondue cheese? It's really amazing.
Ooh, was that at France Pavilion or a different pavilion?
Germany.
Oh, I don't think I have.
Yeah, I don't think
All right, if you're out here, if you're out here for that, I got to get you this whatever it is in Germany that's cheesy. But my thing, speaking of cheese, first of all, the Food and Wine, if I'm not wrong, that was the original festival, right?
I believe so.
Okay. So I like it because I do like the art, the way to see the art, but I don't like the food usually during art. It's usually too fancy for me, and I'm like, what's that? Why is there foam over here? Because they're trying to make it look better. So I like that Food and Wine is food. Like, we didn't try to do anything crazy with it. And I'm a creature of habit. I don't like trying new things. I got to be forced sometimes. I totally admit it. I'm not a very good food critic, even though on the channel, and we will all pretend to be. But I like simple things. And the thing I like is in Canada, there is the cheddar cheese beer soup, which I've made at home. And it's awesome with the bread. You can even get a little filet mignon from Canada and eat that on the side with it. It's fantastic. But this cheddar cheese bacon beer soup, it's amazing. It really is. And again, if you want to make it at home, it's a little bit of it's a whole process, but it's a lot of fun and it tastes exactly the same. It's just a great soup. And it's been there, I think, since the beginning. I think it's an original Food and Wine Festival dish. I think so. I'm not sure.
My only issue with them is sometimes it's just too hot for me to just to eat hot cheese. I can't be running around Epcot with a belly full of cheese sometimes.
And I'm one of those people that can complain it's 100 degrees and still order soup. It's just weird.
That's why the festival's so long, to have the warmer things later on in the festival.
It goes on till November, fine.
Yeah.
So we can eat it late in October when it gets a little chillier.
So one of the things that I'm looking forward to, there's actually two things. I always feel like one of the most underrated booths, and maybe it's only underrated to me because I never think of it as, when I think of amazing culinary, I never think to go to Germany. But the German booth always has really good stuff every year. It never fails. It always turns out to be some of my favorite stuff comes from Germany. And they're gonna hit you with that apple strudel and the vanilla sauce. That's one of my favorite dishes. That's my favorite dessert of the whole festival. And they'll have that again this year. Again, I never think Germany, but every time I end up stopping in Germany, I usually get something. I usually get everything off the menu. I usually like everything that they have. So, but that's not my main thing. My main thing is, and I'm gonna pull it up because I don't want to forget some of the stuff that's on it. Is the Brewing Lab taste testing experience, which is located at the Odyssey. It's the Muppets. And anytime you're going to mix some wings and Muppets together, I mean, that's a win, right? And that's a win-win.
Yeah, I just want to know, is this a video? Are we going to get live puppets? I need to know what this is.
I don't think there's going to be live Muppets there. I don't think so. But I don't. Now, some of the stuff is new that they didn't have last year because they had a wings thing. They had a wing stand there last year, but it wasn't Muppet themed. This was going to be Muppet themed. It's going to be with Dr. Bunsen Honeydew and Beaker, and they're going to welcome you into their taste testing headquarters. So it makes you think they are going to be there.
Right?
So
it does.
How are they going to work that? So we'll see. But
the only reason why I'm thinking positive about it is if they can bring Kermit and Miss Piggy live as Muppets to Hollywood Studios, maybe we're going to get Muppets performers.
I would love at least to have some type of a meet and greet there. At least some type of a meet and greet right there.
That would be cool.
Listen, the Muppets are one of those parts of Disney that don't get enough playing Disney. They got Muppets 3D and that's it. They could be doing so much more with the Muppets in the parks, and they don't do enough, I feel. So hopefully this leads to more. It's a wing. Perfect, Lauren and Mark. It's perfect.
Yeah, they really don't use the Muppets like they should.
That's what I'm saying. They don't have enough. You know what I would do, and this is a little sidebar, but real quick. You know what? The minute Aerosmith wants to act up, I take Aerosmith out and I put in Electric Mayhem. And that's now.
Even they already acted up. He already did the finger thing. Let's get rid of him and put the Muppets in.
I say you make Rock and Roller Coaster a Muppet ride. You turn it into the Electric Mayhem ride. Who would argue with that? Honestly,
not me.
I love Aerosmith. Don't get me wrong. I love Aerosmith, but I want Electric
Give
Mayhem.
me a big animal going and you go through his mouth.
Oh, with like fake flames going around. I love it.
Great.
I love it.
So
real quick at this new wing spot, they have some new ones. It's gonna be orange cardamom wings. That's a new one. Another new one is going to have Impossible buffalo chicken tenders with plant-based blue cheese, plant-based ranch, and celery, and that's also a new item. Another new item they're going to have is scorching hot Scotch bonnet pepper curry wings with creamy cucumber raita. I'm sorry if I'm pronouncing that wrong. Not new. Now here's some of the old stuff. They're going to bring it back is peanut butter and jelly sticky wings, the garlic parmesan wings, which the garlic parmesan wings are so good. I had them last time. And they're also going to be doing crispy Brussels sprouts with buffalo sauce, plant-based blue cheese, and plant-based ranch. Have you guys have crispy Brussels sprouts before?
I'm a sucker for crispy Brussels sprouts.
So good. There's a restaurant over here in Long Island we went to one time, and they had crispy Brussels sprout tacos, and they are out of this world.
My friend Stan is a Muppet fanatic, and he's going to assume he would like the whole park to just change into a Muppet park.
Maybe do a Muppet park. Listen, they got Toy Story Land. How about Muppet Land? They really should do more with Muppets.
That would be cool.
God.
A Muppet Studio section. Come on.
I think it needs to happen. But again, I would take Aerosmith out and put Electric Mayhem. That would be. Oh, thank you so much, Deborah. That would be a dream for me. But yeah. Those Brussels, I'm telling you right now, everyone thinks, Brussels sprouts. That's almost one of those vegetables that you think of as a kid, I would have hated.
Because it looks gross.
It does. It looks like little baby cabbages, really. That's what it looks like.
Listen, shout out to Hard Rock at Universal. They had Brussels sprouts with bacon balsamic vinegar.
Ooh.
It was amazing.
Oh, wow. Do you remember a few years ago when Professor Honeydew and Beaker had their show in front of the old Epcot immigration? I do remember that. Okay,
they were on a machine, and they were talking and moving. I have a video on it. It was amazing. It's the I forgot what the machine was called, but these were animatronic with people doing the voices pretty convincingly, which now makes me think for sure they're going to be live Muppets. Because if they could do those voices, because they would talk to you, they would say, Gene, you have a blue hat on, and it would be Bunsen Honeydew's voice. And it was an actor pretending, obviously, to be the original Bunsen Honeydew. Kids, shut off your TV. But no, I could see them doing that in the. That would make that experience even better. Like theming enough is cool. I'm already cool with the theming of it. If they actually had Muppets there as part of the experience, that's as we heard earlier in the chat. Wing. That's a wing. So
it's a wing.
They have a bunch of drinks there too, a bunch of new alcohol drinks. I'm not going to go over those, but they do have this frozen pomegranate tea, a pickle milkshake, and they also have a cider flight and a beer flight. What do you think about? I see you making a face. You're not here for the pickle milkshake.
Pickle.
I love pickles, but I don't want a pickle milkshake.
Tina, if Tina's in chat still, Tina, what do you think about this pickle milkshake? Are you in? Let me know because I know she's a pickle fan.
If someone buys it for me, I'll try it because I just got these dill pickle chips the other day, and I was like,
those are the Lay's dill pickle chips are pretty
yeah, those are good.
Yeah,
I love them. Morgan is like, I'm not gonna buy it, but if someone, I'll try it.
Yeah, and then either I'll drink the whole thing or I'll make a really entertaining face. So it's
a win-win.
So,
it's a wing.
Wing. There we go. So also some other news too. So there's gonna be 18 total booths, and there's gonna be 6 opening late. How do you guys feel about the delayed openings? 2 of them real quick. The Hawaii booth and the Noodle Exchange booth. Those are 2 of them that are gonna open up later. How do you guys feel about when they do the delayed openings when they have them opening up in like later on in August?
That's silly.
I'd rather everything opened all at once, but I get it.
You don't think it helps
Yeah.
bring a little bit, like it gives like a new kind of some more juice? Like you already did everything. Now there's a reason to go back and try some of the new stuff.
I think in a perfect world, yes, but I think some people just wind up getting disappointed because they don't realize that that's a late booth. They think it's supposed, Food and Wine Festival started, it should be there. They don't read the fine print sometimes, and it just disappoints people.
I get that. I get that.
I remember when I don't know if it was Food and Wine or another festival, but I think when we went to an opening day of a festival to do reviews together,
It was Food and Wine. With hot dogs at Disney?
half of them weren't even up.
Yep.
So we couldn't even do it was just so bizarre, and it was like it's such a tease, and also like people can't be coming back all the time because Disney World is not for tour, or it's more tourist oriented compared to Disney. Like if this situation were to happen at Disneyland, that would make a lot more sense because people are constantly coming.
It's more locals, yeah.
I would love to get a Dave, Brandy and Dave. I would love to get a Dave rant on the delayed opening if he's for it or against it. He's one to rant, so I would love to hear a rant of his. But and the two that they're opening late, two of them are opening, Noodle Exchange. I like it. There's all sorts of different ramen soups you got there. Hawaii's got like the spam sushi, which is pretty good. They got some stuff there that I'm sorry, I'm still getting over this cold, man. I'm sorry. They got some stuff there that to me is exciting. If I'm not local, it's a pain in the neck that I might miss out on some stuff. So I get that. I think it's built more for the locals. You have locals more reasons he'd kind of going back a few times. He's got two ready for it. There you go. I knew he would. Out of all four of us, none of us like the delayed openings?
Nope.
No.
Okay.
No.
All right. We do have some
start day and an end date. Just bring it out.
I got some. So we got two more pieces of information with Food and Wine. One is good and one is bad. Which do we want to go over first?
End on a good note. Start with the bad.
Good.
Start with the bad. Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't look like the Appleseed Orchard is coming back, which I used to love because it gave you a chance to get out of the heat. There we go. Right. In fact, if you remember correctly, that's one of the ones that we did when we met up that time. We were doing.
Yeah, we hung out there for a minute, and I liked it.
Nice, the AC. You're inside. You get the AC,
and I like the themed projections around too. Yeah. It wasn't elaborate or anything, but it just gave it a nice touch.
Canada Far and Wide is staying put. It's not going anywhere. So with that, it indicates that there's not going to be an Appleseed Orchard. But again, I loved it. Panda, have you ever done the Appleseed Orchard?
Never. Didn't even know it was a thing till just now.
Really? Oh,
yeah.
You get out of the heat. It was all apple-based stuff. So they had like apple slushies. They had like apple, like an apple tart. They had a frozen apple tart where it was like almost like an apple tart Slurpee, which sounds gross, but it was really good.
I don't understand how I missed this stuff.
Hey, it was a good one, man.
Sammy,
did you ever do it?
No, I just learned about it today. I had no idea, and I love Food and Wine. I just never heard about it.
Appleseed Orchard is.
You're not gonna do it this year either, so.
I missed my chance.
It's a good one. Yeah, you missed your shot. Hopefully they'll bring it back. Hopefully there'll be enough people that are like, "Hey, I liked it. Why is it not coming back?" Brandy and Dave says it was cool. It was a really cool spot, pun intended. Solid booth, and it was. It definitely was. All right. So I'll give you some of the good news now. In fact, so we're going. Listen, I'm going a little out of order only because I'm putting some of these headlines all in the same thing. Beaver Tails is coming back. The Canadian pastry company returning after 15 years. John, do you remember Beaver Tails?
I do.
See, I don't remember it. So everything I hear about it was great, but I don't remember it.
They're good, but it's like throwing a potato at you. Like once you eat it, that's it. You're done with Food and Wine. I need something lighter. I want to bite it and just say, okay, I had it, but that's a thing to eat. It's like throwing a potato. Yeah, have a potato. I know it's not a potato. Big? I'm just no. It's a fairly big piece of pastry.
Interesting.
Yeah, I know they got a couple different flavors. They said they're gonna have cinnamon and sugar, hazel amore, and Banana Rama. Which, if I remember correctly, Banana Rama was a rock group from the '80s. I think they those who sang "Cruel Summer." So there's a Banana Rama. I hope they're getting some royalties on that flavor.
It's just when it's Food and Wine, that's just a big. You got to share it with a bunch of people. Don't have it yourself unless you want to be full.
Like how big? Like that?
Like a funnel cake type of thing?
It looks like a calzone.
Or a kitchen sink kind of thing where you need multiple people.
A flat calzone.
There's a picture of it. You're right. It does look like a calzone. That is pretty big.
It is flatter, and they put stuff on top of it and on the side of it, or you could dip it or whatever. But
yeah,
it's a lot. It's a lot of dough.
It looks a lot.
Corinne Anderson, hello. Solo Show, hello. Linda Raymond, hello. R. Williams, hello. Do you guys remember this Beaver Tales? Because again, 15 years ago, it really wasn't that long ago. Really think about it. 15 years ago, I just don't even remember it though. Was it only during festival time, or was it something that was all year round? Do you remember?
I don't remember. I don't remember it being synonymous with a festival. So maybe it just happened one day somewhere.
Okay, and then they just brought it back just for the festival. So
I think I'm not really sure.
All right. Well, you know what? We do got to take another. We have to do a read for one of our sponsors. Let's do our travel sponsor, and then we'll get into some Haunted Mansion news.
mctravelcompany.com. This is formerly Mouse Clash Travel. This is my friend Lisa that I was just telling you about, who is in the room. Listen, I can talk a lot about different travel companies, and most of the ones I've been with are these, huge conglomerate companies. She's a big company now from when I met her, but they have kept their little service is tight, meaning it's very intimate. You are going to get what you want. If you tell them it's very important that my daughter eats, in Cinderella's castle, I don't think I've ever seen them fail in getting what people want with, a appropriate amount of time. But they really go out of their way to do the detail stuff, and that's what Disney requires. So please, the next trip you're looking for, free quote, go to mctravelcompany.com.
There you go. Go check them out. Thank you so much for being a sponsor, being part of the show, guys. They do a great job over there. But really let's get into some Haunted Mansion news. We have a couple things dealing with Haunted Mansion today. This is the first part of it, and we'll talk about more of it later. Haunted Mansion at Magic Kingdom closing for refurbishment in August, possibly for an edition of the Hatbox Ghosts, which we were promised from D23 when they made the announcement. John, what do you think about this?
Well, I'm hearing now that it's probably not for Hatbox Ghosts, which is making me cry and freak out because it just seems perfect. It's going down for 2 days. The party starts, the Halloween party. So I'm still hopeful, but from people that I trust, they're telling me it's setting electrical foundation work for the Hatbox Ghost. I don't know. And it's still coming by the end of the year, but apparently not for the 10th. I'm going to hope that's not true.
But why not? It makes no sense to wait. If it's something, listen, if it's just not ready, that's one thing, but why isn't it ready, right?
They had how many years? It opened in 1971.
It's going to be closed down from August 7th to August 9th. So give them about 2 days plus to get it done. Jared Leto's playing the role in the movie, so it's going to be part of the movie. The rumor was that it was going to be in the attic scene at the end of the ride, right after you see the bride. I'll tell you, I thank you so much, Linda Raymond. That's so sweet of you. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Linda, thank you.
Thank you.
Love when Linda tips us.
We appreciate that so much. Sammy, you're a Haunted Mansion nut. What do you think about this with Hatbox Ghosts? Are you excited about it? Does it move the needle for you? Or do you already love it so much it doesn't matter?
I'm excited. I mean, I love it no matter what, but I am excited. I just kind of want to stay like this for right now because I don't want my heart to break and the excitement of it coming. I'd rather just be like, you know what? I'm happy. And then if it does come, I'll be super excited. I just feel like I'm just going to be let down. So I'd rather just kind of be, but I would love to see it.
Lisa L. Thompson says, I can't believe the Haunted Mansion is going down in August, but it should be back for late August for the party.
I think it's opening August 10th, Lisa.
Yeah, it's only
going down
2 or 3 days. Yeah, so you're not going to miss anything with that, which is why it would make perfect sense for that to be part of the Hatbox Ghost.
And it seems like that's the amount of time they probably need to just, set stuff up and install them. But who knows? I don't know.
Do you think they'll surprise us?
It could be. It could be, right?
I want it to be.
I agree, John.
You see, that's why I just want to stay like this. I'm going to take it back.
We're going to put out good vibes and pixie dust.
You know what I do wish, completely separate from that, I'm sorry, is that the end of the ride changed back to the way it was in the beginning. I don't like the computer thing. What do you think, Sammy? It doesn't work a lot of times for me. I can't tell what the ghost is doing to me through the mirror. Yeah, back in the day when the ghost sat in the car with you, it was just, oh, I got it. It's great.
Yeah,
it's so true. Especially if you have like 3 people in Little Boogie, like you just don't. Sometimes I don't even get the ghost. It kind of you miss out on that experience. And I wish I would go back to how I was before. They didn't really need the change.
What about you, Morgan?
I love Haunted Mansion, and it's one of those like untouchable rides. And going to the Disneyland version, there are definitely things that I like, and then there's things at Disney World version I like as well that are different. I just want it to be as long as possible and the best possible version it could be. So I just want it there, and I want the Hatbox Ghost and all of that. So I just love it. I'm really excited about the movie because I love the cast looks phenomenal. Anything with Tiffany Haddish in, she is absolutely hysterical. There's a lot of other big names in there, but Tiffany Haddish is like she always cracks me up, and I just can't wait to see what she does in the movie. So really excited.
I think Lakeith Stanfield is such an underrated actor, and I hope this is what kind of breaks him out into being like more of a mainstream actor where people start recognizing his talent. He's in this as well. John, it does seem like they have a lot of new merch. We'll actually be talking about some of this new merch in a few minutes. We'll get to that in a little bit. We'll see some. Hopefully, Patty got some of those photos set up for us, so we can look at some of the new merch. But all right, let's bring up the thing, Patty. Grand Floridian lobby refurbishment. One of the most beautiful lobbies in all of Disney. It's a bummer to see it looking like a war zone right now. It's almost right. It's to me. I would look. There's times I would, if I was going to Disney. Magic Kingdom. That would be my gateway to Magic Kingdom because I would go hang out in that lobby for a little bit. And then just kind of sit and kind of just mellow out. And then coming back, you always get to mellow out a little bit before you get back to your car. The rumor is also not only are they going to be doing the refurb to that lobby, that they're also refurbing some of the rooms to give them a Mary Poppins theme. What do you guys think about that?
I think if
that
it's
sounds
subtle,
really cute.
Yeah, if it's subtle, I think that works very well. I mean, if they throw it in my face where I have to see Mary everywhere, too much. But if they do it the way they've done the others, I'm happy with it.
I think if those photos are any indication, I like those photos of it. I don't need to see like silhouettes of her with an umbrella or like the horses and stuff. I don't need to see that. But keeping it subtle, keeping it almost that classy version of Mary.
Classy.
I'm all for it. It's actually my favorite movie. It's my favorite Disney movie by far. I have a lot of memories with that movie, so that's my 800 a night. That view. I agree. I hope they're getting a little bit. There should be a discount, right? If you're staying there at this point, right, you got a lowest rate. Do they do that?
Well, think John, it is a lobby.
They did that for Caribbean Beach back in 2018 or 19 when they refurbished. They did give guests like a gift card.
Yeah.
But they don't. I'm not sure if they do it now. But I do think that if they do add Mary Poppins, it would be nice if they kind of did like what the Contemporary did with The Incredibles, where it's subtle. It kind of like blends in. It's not like everywhere you go, it's The Incredibles, and you don't see like the black, red, and the symbol, and it's subtle. And they kind of made it like a cool artwork. So I think they could do that with Mary Poppins and kind of make it contemporary like.
I like that.
We were talking about the value resorts too. Like those are like over the top themings. But if I'm spending that much money at a crazy resort like that, I want it subtle. I want it classy, like you guys are saying. That's what I think. There's a time and a place for crazy theming.
Yeah. S. Bellman Whit for any Grand Floridian history. Oh, popped it back up, Pat. For any Grand Floridian history, when you're there, he helped me find all the hidden Mickeys in the room. That's one of those little, those magic touches that cast members get right. And that's why the cast members are so important to us. So I agree with that. I saw someone saying that they didn't think they'd do the lobby until after Christmas, but that was the lobby. They are doing it right now.
They are starting the lobby. I've seen them taking up the floor and stuff like that.
And
I know.
My favorite lobby in Disney is that.
And under Chapek, that lobby was supposed to, or the whole hotel was supposed to be more Four Seasons like and less Grand Floridian. I hear now that's not the case, and let me tell you, I am thrilled that is not the case.
Me too. I liked it the way it was. If you're gonna make little subtle changes, I'm fine with it. You got to refurb it to kind of get things, put new flooring in. I get that.
Paint and stuff. Yeah.
So I get that. I wanted to stay primarily what it was though, because I loved it. The scent in that lobby too it was out of this world.
And that marble floor with the characters is.
Yeah. And then they always did it great in the holidays. That's also during the holidays. It's always one of the better during the Easter time, during Christmas time. It's always one of the best lobbies in Disney too. So hopefully they do leave it somewhat the same. All right, so now we're gonna go into guest leaves child unattended in stroller, then reportedly spits on a cast member. Guys, did you hear about this?
I did not.
I didn't either.
It was all right. So all allegedly, because obviously we don't know the full. There's so many different sides of stories. He let a guest left their child unattended, and a cast member came by, saw them, was in front of Restaurant Saurus, and moved them into the lobby of Restaurant Saurus. But the thing is, you could say, well, who are they to move someone's kid, right? But it seems like they might have been gone for allegedly for about 15 to 30 minutes. 30 minutes is excessive to leave your
in the
toddler.
100-degree heat.
And all they did was move the child to
toddler. So imagine this is a small child. It's not like a 9-10-year-old. It was a toddler that they left in the heat.
If I saw a stroller with a toddler and 5 minutes goes by and I didn't see a parent there, I would absolutely alert a cast member. Or I would just adopt it. It's my child now.
But which is probably what happened. It probably was somebody who's probably sitting there and like, where did they go? Like, it's like now it's like 15 minutes later. And so when he came back, he was livid. And I get you being scared. I get you being upset, but like, and maybe maybe he didn't think he was gone that long. Maybe, maybe with him, he thought he was only gone for 5-10 minutes. And maybe it was. Maybe we don't know the full story on it. But
when you go that long,
you can't even leave a toddler for 10 seconds, though.
No.
Yeah.
His excuse was he assumes there's cameras everywhere. That was his excuse.
Yes, I did see that, which is crazy to me. Like
people can still swipe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
it's insane. And then to spit on the cast member. Listen, when you spit on, I believe that's a battery charge too. I believe they got charged with batteries for spitting on the cast member. Listen, I get being upset. You can't spit on someone. That's about as low as it gets when you spit on somebody. You can't do that.
Especially after COVID, haven't we learned a lesson about germs?
It's a good point. That's a great point.
Good point.
It's one of those things where if you don't realize that you're wrong already, like, just listen. Be happy. Your kid is safe. That's the bottom line. Your child is safe. Right. So yeah, I don't think there's any video of it. Patty, did you know if there's any video? If Patty would play if you have it, I guess. I don't know if there was any video of it. I think it was just something that just happened. It's just reported. But
I just saw, I don't know if you guys have heard, I didn't honestly know about till my parents told me, but The Sound of Freedom, which is about child human trafficking and how easy it was for them to swipe and how many kids. Like, I know Disney's the most magical place or the happiest place in the entire world, but that does not mean that they can't get swiped. So like, that just, after seeing that movie, I'm like, that blows my mind. It absolutely
you have to be aware. You have to be aware. Yeah.
Of course. And that's what that
chances are his anger was at himself and he didn't know what to do with that. Because he knew it was wrong.
Yeah. Supposedly he was kicking and punching the walls. Like, supposedly he went off. And again, compose yourself. Be happy you found your child. Be happy that
Dad of the Year award.
Yeah, right. So
and he went on a ride with another kid.
Well, that's what the story was he was supposed to go on a I think he was waiting for the wife to get done with the ride share. They were doing like a ride sharing thing for their other child. But so like, you got to realize, even if there's like zero line, that's still at least a 15-minute, like, walking to the ride, getting on the ride, going on it, then getting off it, walking back. That's still like 15 minutes right there, man. So like, you got to be.
And like we mentioned earlier too, with the heat, people break other people's car windows if they see an animal be in the car without heat and stuff. I know Tesla's got a cool version. It's like, my dog's fine. Like, there's he's playing his favorite music, all that stuff. But just in Florida, that's unnatural heat for most people that don't live there, aren't used to it. And then a child being unattended, and it's been even hotter recently. Like, I'm all worked up now, and I don't even have children. So.
Well, it's better than I'll tell you what, it's better than bench abuse, right, Sammy D? No,
cannot. You don't even. I do not even bring that up.
I'd rather than leave the child somewhere. I'd rather than leave the child in front of a restaurant than take up a spot on the bench when they're not even using the bench. That's bench abuse, and it should be out.
Get a locker. Get a locker.
Okay, but he's not telling you the full story. This lady has her 3 kids. She's trying to change them. G wanted to sit down. He couldn't wait, and she had taken the whole bench because she was trying to change the kid while the dad was in the bathroom.
That wasn't what I didn't even want to sit. she blocked off like 2/3 of the bench with strollers. The kids weren't even using the bench, but she blocked off the bench with strollers, so nobody else could use the bench.
She was flustered.
You could have turned the stroller the other way and parked it next to it and been right there and not take the bench away. It's bench abuse and it needs to be outlawed. I really wish there was someone to go around and give tickets in Disney and get a ticket for bench abuse.
This poor
she was like the bench police.
I didn't even need to sit. John, let me tell you, I was really worried about Sammy. I thought Sammy could have used a seat, and I was really upset that they didn't have a seat for Sammy.
Sure.
Not true at all.
I don't believe it.
Gene wanted to go get his peach tea and sit down and enjoy his peach tree, but he could not because this lady was here. But I felt bad for her. She was flustered. She was hot. It was like getting out of Toy Story Land. So she was just trying to like get all the kids ready, and it was an honest mistake. I don't think she did it on purpose. Okay.
I think it was malicious. But we'll move on.
It was bench abuse. Bench abuse.
Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman on the set of Deadpool 3. Who's excited that we're gonna get Hugh Jackman back as Wolverine?
I'm pretty excited. I just hope they don't tone it down. I hope they keep it Deadpool.
Yes. Well, supposedly it's gonna be a rated R. It's gonna be a rated R. It's gonna be the full Deadpool.
Right.
I love seeing the old school, like those are the costumes that's supposed to be in. Not the costumes, I guess uniforms. I don't. What do we call it? Costumes, uniforms. But you get what I'm saying. That's
super
the gear
suits,
That's the suits they should be in. So I'm excited for it. Listen, I love anything that either of those two gentlemen do. What's your take? Are you excited to see this one, John?
I am. I like Deadpool. I think that's good. And I think Wolverine, he looks, I mean, I can't believe how he still looks at his age, this guy. He is not letting himself go.
No, he's not. Morgan, settle down. Okay.
I'm excited for both of them. I'm excited. Hey, I'm single, okay? I can get all worked up if I want to.
Fair point. Just don't commit bench abuse and we're all good. All right, move on to the next thing. All right, a ton of new Haunted Mansion merch. And when I say a ton, there's literally a ton.
It's a ton.
It's a ton. Right here we got is the go slow, Patrick. I'm talking about that spirit jersey. This is what I was talking about too. Like they got some of this merch has Hatbox Ghost on it. It makes perfect sense for Hatbox Ghost to get added now because he's on the merch.
You're preaching to the choir.
I love that logo of the Haunted Mansion.
Yes, the
I'm
letters.
a big fan. It is gorgeous. Like I want that on a bathrobe and wear it around my house and just be classy. You know.
I like that.
Corinne has been sending me all these pictures because she knows I want everything.
That's a funky hat.
Sammy is a sucker for Haunted Mansion merch. Sammy, so what do you think about? Do you like?
So
any
I
of
was
this
just
stuff
there. I was just there, and I did get to see the jersey. I will tell you, the jersey is absolutely gorgeous. The pictures don't do it justice. It's so pretty. The artwork, I love the color. It's like an olive light pastel color. It's so cute. Ooh. Now the artwork that was before the picture before that with the bag, they actually have that same artwork in Crocs.
And Crocs we don't have, and I saw the Crocs. They have ears too. Those we don't have the pictures of those. I don't think either.
Yes, the ears are
Crocs,
cute.
The eyes.
Yes, the Crocs were so cute. They had like on the side, it was like kind of like stripes, but it was really cute. I do like the regular Haunted Mansion Crocs, the purple with the the little logo, but those are so cute. I love the new artwork. I was really excited with
away from all the Haunted Mansion merch.
Did you guys see that Shop Disney $150 bride doll?
No.
It's sold out, but it was a 6,000 limited bride doll, $150. I wanted it. I couldn't justify the cost, so I didn't get it, but it was gorgeous. I'll see if I can find a pic.
Corinne got the Crocs yesterday. Do you know, fun fact, I've never worn a Croc in my life.
Me either.
Oh my God, I'm wearing Crocs right
now. I've never worn a Croc in my life. I've never eaten a bean, and I've never wore a Croc.
Gene, you give enough Crocs you know what, so you're okay.
Where did Morgan go? She disappeared.
She poofed. She Haunted Mansioned away.
So,
okay, really quick. These are for all the ladies or anybody that wears heels. Listen up. If you're going to Dapper Day, these are Crocs, but they look so nice.
Oh my God.
They
don't look like Crocs.
They are
Crocs makes that.
Crocs makes that. It's Croc, and it's got the
wow.
textures and everything. This is the only shoe I will wear on Dapper Day. So people wearing heels on Dapper Day, this is what you wear, and it's comfortable. The only time my foot hurts is just being in that position.
They look
all day
super
long.
cute.
They're so comfortable. Thank you. They are very cute. So high heels on Crocs. That's the only pair of Crocs I own. So I have to tell everybody that.
Oh, Connor Maxis, thank you so much. We really appreciate that.
Connor, thank you.
That's awesome. What do we think of? What do we think of the original movie with Eddie Murphy? He loved it as a kid. You know what?
I love it.
See, I don't love it, but it's weird. I didn't like it when it came out. I have an affection for it now. Like now, it's kind of grown on me over the years as being a kid, being a movie that my kids grew up watching. I think now I like to watch it because it makes me remember when my kids were little watching it, and it kind of puts me back into that things. But at the time, I was kind of like, I was looking for more Eddie Murphy than Disney, and it wasn't what I expected.
The butler from that movie is from Superman 2. Do you remember Neil before Zod?
Yeah,
that's him. I couldn't believe that. So I did like it. I didn't love it, but I liked it.
Hey, Brian Ead, what you doing, my man? I didn't like it at first when it first came out, but it definitely grew on me. Now it's one of the movies that I got to watch every holiday season once we get to the Halloween season.
I have a fun fact about that movie. So the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion in the ballroom or their dining room set, the chairs that they use are actually in both Pirates of the Caribbean and in both haunted mansions. It has a tiger or a lion's head on the armrest of it, and Jack Sparrow is rocking back and forth on both of them, and they're also in the attic scene in the haunted mansion. So look out for those. It is so very cool.
I love that stuff. I gotta look for that.
Yes, yeah. I always try to find. I know exactly where it's in, like the corner at the Disneyland one, before you turn to see the bride. The Disney World one, I haven't quite pinpointed it, but also the one that Jack Sparrow is rocking back and forth on towards the end. Those are the ones from the movie. So there's 4 of them.
That's pretty cool.
Thank you. No, thank you, Connor. Connor said thank you. You're welcome, but thank you for that super chat. We appreciate that very much. So
thank you, Connor.
Before we get on to the next thing, bring up Orlando Stroller Rental, because I want to get some of these. I'm going to get to some of the sponsors before we get out of here, guys. The most professional, convenient stroller rental companies in the biz, the number one choice amongst Disney travelers. Orlando Stroller Rental has a huge selection of single and double strollers, and all strollers come with free cooler, parent console, and a rain cover. They have a very convenient counter at Orlando International Airport at Terminal B, side level 1, or they even offer free delivery to Disney resorts, the Universal area resorts, as well as Airbnbs. So make the number one choice your choice, Orlando Stroller Rental, family owned and operated since 2008. And you can check them out on their website, www.orlandostrollerrentals.com, or their phone number, 1-800-281-0884. And you can even email them at info@orlandostrollerrentals.com. Go check them out. They do a great job. You need a stroller? Why travel with one? You can get one right from them. And they'll bring it right to you, or you can get it right at the airport before you even leave the airport.
I saw them in the park the other day. They're pretty popular, and the people seem happy. I need to go up to them and be like, how's Orlando Stroller Rental?
They're the number one choice, it says. So go check them out, guys. Guys, we'll get out of here soon. So let's go over a couple of things just real quick before we get out of here. The Merida meet and greet moves to Liberty Square.
That makes me sad. I'm excited for Encanto and Mirabelle, but Merida already gets the short end of the stick in so many aspects, and now she's just getting and she does not belong in America. I'm sorry.
That's the weird part to me, is why is she there? Like, of all places, like, that's gotta be like, I feel like just make it the Epcot. Put it in Epcot at that point.
Right. I know it's like the go-to gazebo for whatever, but
yeah.
Poor Merida.
That's the gazebo where the princesses go to die. It's like throw them to give them the gazebo in the smoking section.
All right, so another thing is cast member previews for Journey of Water to begin this month. How do you guys feel about this? You guys excited to see this?
I am. I want to know what it is.
That's the thing. It's
Me too.
Yeah. They haven't officially given an opening date. They just say fall 2023.
We got another super chat.
Oh, thank you so much,
Keto. We're all going to be able to eat at the Food and Wine Festival. Thank you, Christine.
Thank you so much. Thank you for stopping in. It's good to see you again.
So me, Corinne, and Connor went We did the Epcot monorail, and we were able to see from above the Moana, and it looks more themed than I thought it would be. It looks like there's a lot going on. I really hope the experience below looks as good as it did from up above.
Well, they're going to start the previews this month from 7/25 to 8/19. They haven't announced when the AP or the DVC ones are going to be yet. But for cast members, it says they're going to start the cast members July 25th to August 19th. So, and then
I'm hoping by September it's just open.
I would think it says late. It says I'm sorry, late. It says fall 2023. So you're probably looking at maybe October-ish. You know,
unless they do a soft opening. If they're giving previews, it's pretty much done.
Yeah, and then usually the previews lead right into the opening. So they're gonna have a couple weeks probably for APs and DVC, and then right from there is probably when it's open. All right, pull up the next one real quick, Pat. We're almost done. Pluto's Pumpkin Pursuit returning to Halloween in October. I mean, for the Halloween in Epcot. Who's excited about this one?
Ooh, I didn't even know this. I never heard of this either.
Last year was the first year, debuted last year. It's a scavenger hunt. Here's the downside.
Adorable.
You have to purchase the maps to participate.
Yeah, for $5.
$9.99.
Oh, it went up. Okay.
Yeah, so it's $9.99, but you get to win a prize. You get them all. You get the prize, and the map tells you where to go. There's the prizes right there. You get these.
Those are adorable. You get one of them, or you get 3 of them for $9.99.
You probably get one. For $9.99.
I'll just do the free version and find it myself.
If they were selling that in World of Disney, they'd sell that for $29.99. So it's not that bad.
I'm on a budget.
So, but yeah, so that's
budget is $0
for
we'll
those.
Find them for free.
All right. So last thing, pull it up, Pat. Let's get to this last one real quick. Oh, new merch at the UK Pavilion in Epcot. Actually, there's 2 more. I'm sorry. Pat? Do you have the photos of this? What do you guys think of this? There's a lot of I think. Listen, you got those red.
Gorgeous.
Sammy,
I love it.
Sammy's the expert.
Yeah.
So you know what, Sammy? You gotta do is you gotta go to Epcot.
Love it.
You gotta tell Joey D that, hey, listen, you gotta buy me one.
Ooh.
Well, now that you said that, I will tell him that you told him to do it.
I didn't tell him to do anything. You
said it. It said he can't go back. But it's so cute. I love even the tumbler.
I'm so glad that they incorporated Mickey and Minnie into this stuff like they did.
Yes.
Yeah, sometimes you get the stuff in the other countries they don't, and it's weird that they don't, right?
Yeah.
But
And it looks really good.
That
that's
backpack
cool
with all the details, gorgeous.
Yeah. It's so cute.
I've been on a Ted Lasso kick, which is they're in the UK playing soccer, and I'm like, I want this. I want it all. I want to go there.
I like the whole phone booth and characters. Oh, that's good to know.
You don't need to finish to get to the prize.
With the pumpkins.
Oh, you don't need to finish. Oh, so even better. So like I guess as long as they get your $9.99, they'll give you a pumpkin.
Yeah, you could probably pay to get the map and they'll be like, okay, give me the green pumpkin. Okay.
All right, and then so now our last one, Patty. New sweet treats in the Magic Kingdom. So the first one is let's see what photo he puts up. That's the Aurora cones at Storybook Treats in Magic Kingdom. Dole Whip strawberry and blue soft serve with white chocolate crisp pearls and a sugar cone. What's blue soft serve?
Like blueberry soft serve, I would guess.
I don't know. This is blue.
I know they just said blue. That doesn't. I know they're not
raspberry.
They're not committing. Yeah, they're not committing to a flavor at this time.
It looks like it would be
it could even be cotton candy. Yeah, I was gonna say it could be even cotton candy.
I don't know.
Imagine what flavor is it? It's blue.
And so they also have the Rapunzel Sundae at Storybook Treats, and that's not the song. That's the gray stuff that they're bringing back to Gaston's. So that's also making a return to Gaston's. And then the Rapunzel Sundae is a shortcake with Dole Whip lemon and wild berry soft serve, topped with berry compote and sugar flowers. I'm into that.
Okay, can we be honest here though? Look at the nailed it. Look at the picture of that ice cream compared to what you get. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know
what is this.
This I'm super excited. This is a popcorn bucket.
Oh, is that what that is?
Yeah, it's a popcorn bucket. So cute.
That's not really a sweet treat. See, Patty always goes. She does too much sometimes.
No, but
that's not a sweet treat, man. That's a savory snack. That's a savory.
Hey, you don't know.
Snack.
It could be caramel popcorn. Leave Patty alone.
I'm really excited for the Aurora one because Aurora does not get as much love. I mean, more than Mary.
I could see you cosplaying Aurora very easily, Morgan.
Look, that's your princess. Isn't it?
I think you have.
She's
your
my
spirit
favorite.
princess?
I'll send you pictures. Panda.
Have you been friends with her?
Oh gosh, no. I'm too tall.
Oh, because I could see it.
I'll send you some Dapper Days. I've done Aurora for my first Dapper Day in spring, Maleficent for fall, and then I've done Briar Rose for a spring one. So I want to do a gender bend Prince Philip one day.
Ooh.
One day. But yeah, that Aurora is my favorite. So anything Aurora, I'm like, yay!
Cool.
I actually went to box lunch today, and there's like a bunch of princess pins or mystery pins or princess merch, and like there's multiple times where like Aurora's not even on it. I'm like, what the heck? She just wanted her to believe it. Anyway. Yeah, that popcorn bucket looks really cool.
We're on the teacups in the house.
We're on the teacups. What are we doing? What are we talking about?
No, I said ride the teacups is in the house.
I like that. Ride the teacups.
It's a good
I think there should be one mug. Just one mug. Teacup's a little tiny. Just give me one mug and I'll be much happier.
Or stemless glassware.
A stemless glass. No, I don't want to climb into it. I want a mug. A big mug.
All right, we'll do that. We'll give you a mug.
Lauren and Mark, send me your Aurora tattoo on Instagram. I want to see it.
There you go. We got one more read to do for one last sponsor. So let's pull up Mickey Monthly, Patty.
Oh, the box guy.
Yes,
Ooh,
guys.
the box guy.
The best Disney subscription box in the business. There's a lot of others, but Mickey Monthly is the cream of the crop, tops of the top, and they have an amazing selection to choose from. The original box includes a mix of licensed and branded items and starts at $19 a month. The snack box filled with snacks from the park starts at $29.99 per month. The Lounge Fly box, you get a new Lounge Fly every month. That starts at $80 per month and has free shipping and handling. You get a shirt box they have, and that's a new T-shirt every month, and that starts at $25 per month. And they have the pin box, which is new pins every month. You can choose from a selection of 1, 2, or 3 pins, and that starts at $13.95 per month. Also ships free. And they also have this is my favorite box, the Theme Park Experience box. It's their premier box. It includes only genuine Disney Park products and starts at $49.99 plus shipping and handling. So make sure you go to their website, www.mickeymonthly.com, for more info and sign up using their code XmasJuly23 and you save 30%. So make sure, guys, XmasJuly23, you save 30% on your order. So make sure you go check that out. That's a pretty good sale right there. Xmas 30. Wait, what did I say? Hold on. Let me get that.
$49. Yeah, if I had a kid and they did good at school or something, I'd be like, you get a $1 subscription for a year.
There you go.
Yeah.
How exciting to open it up and see what did they curate for me.
The gift that keeps on giving.
We got my dog Zoe. We got her a bark box, and it's like a subscription box with like different treats. Now we can't get a box for anything. She assumes it's hers. As soon as she sees a box, she thinks it's hers. So she's all excited.
Oh, my cats know when the Chewy's box come. They know the box.
There you go. Listen, animals, man, they're smarter than we think. They are smarter than we think.
Yeah,
I agree.
So how did you guys have fun this week? I think that's about it.
Not too bad.
Our news.
Yeah, it was hot, but the 4th was fun. The weather was good for fireworks.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
it was.
It actually didn't rain. Usually
anything else to add? We got anything else to add before we get out of here?
The minute we end, I'm going to be like, oh, I wish we would have said that. The Cheese of the Month Club, Stan.
Yeah.
I want to give a quick shout out to Brandy and Dave. I was on their show, and Dave, I'll tell you this, I almost walked out of the episode, and also he made me cry at the end. So go watch it.
Oh no!
Scandalous.
Yeah. He's a good dude, man. He really is.
Very good. Very good.
And Sammy, any last words?
Nothing much. I got new ears coming out tomorrow. These just got released today, so I got new ears every day this week.
Can we get a close up of them, Sammy?
Yeah, let's see. The Donald Duck looks great.
Oh, every time you do that, it scares me. I'm like,
right? Is it? It's a magnet. It's magnet.
No, it's like a dual lock Velcro.
Oh, okay.
But it's super cute because it's the same on like both sides, so it's pretty cool. I have Pluto coming out tomorrow, which I'm really excited, and then I'm trying to do like the classics. So I do have Goofy, but like Runaway Goofy, or like that old school Goofy style. So we're super excited. We'll see how that goes.
I love them.
I love it. I want those Donald ones from you. I love Donald. He's number one in my heart. Those are so cute, and you did such a good job.
He's cute. He really is.
Did a good job on the Sammy. Well, Joey did a good
Sammy's
job.
got
Joey D's got to get the credit for it.
Sammy, you want to show my Christmas ones real quick? Do you sell the Christmas ones, right?
They do have
Yes,
Brandon. They do have Chippendale. They do have Chippendale. Go check out the.
Look at how cool these. I have to pick these Christmas ones up. I can't wait.
So we do
wear it on the show.
have Chippendale, but we are gonna.
Oh, I think you had Chippendales.
Do a classic. We do, but we're gonna take them out and redo them. But this is.
Okay.
I love it.
The
Minnie and there's a Mickey.
and then.
Oh, thank you.
Minnie. I'm sorry, Minnie. And then this is Mickey.
Oh, those
and
are
then
so
of course I'm trying to convert him into Halloween. So he's gonna
I'll
get
do
one
it.
of
What's the other one for Halloween? There's two of them.
It's Mickey. They're both the same size. It's like a
okay.
Frankenstein Mickey.
Perfect.
And
Good.
then
Love it.
it's the same size. So hopefully tomorrow I'll be able to take pictures of Daisy.
So sassy. Yes.
That will be right. Super sassy. And then of course you got Goofy the old cell.
These are made really well.
Yeah.
Like they are in the cartoons. I'm glad they're not yellow.
Joey D. Congrats to Joey D because he does an amazing job with these ears, Sammy.
He does. I just want
to make sure he gets his credit because
Mary.
That's my brother right there. Got to make sure he gets his credit.
He does get it.
So, John, any last words from you, my man, from our distinguished leader?
Last words. Wow, it sounds like I'm going to drop dead after this.
No,
I'm trying to think. I'm trying to think of what happened. Okay, I will be honest. I got to tell you, I went to Ohana breakfast, and it was bad. For right now, I would not go to Ohana breakfast. The eggs were literally inedible. Something happened the morning I went. That's it. Just Ohana right now until they fix that food thing. Don't go for breakfast. It was really bad. I mean, like our whole family was like, "What happened?" Other than that, Disney's been pretty good. I've been having a good time.
I miss it. I can't wait to get back myself.
Oh, very quickly, we went to Woody's Barbecue, and they said when they did Andy's Coming. I mean, the food was good, but when they did Andy's Coming, watching the entire huge room, including grown men, go and stay still until they said it's safe, blew my mind. I have a video. I was like, everybody's playing. I couldn't believe how everybody played. It was great.
It's such
the
a
whole
cool
restaurant.
Experience. Yes.
It was great.
I would be
wild.
I wouldn't play along. I'd be the guy I'm eating my food. It's not getting cold.
Party pooper. No, you would do it because you see everybody do it.
And it was such a quiet. The whole place was just, you could hear a pin drop. It was great.
Oh, that's awesome. Yeah. That's a cool experience. So I guess that's gonna pretty much do it then, guys, right?
Yeah. Thank you so much, everyone, for joining us. We can't do it without you, so thank you.
And thank you for all the super chats, and thank you to our mods, Paul Angle, Monorail, Molly, and Tina. Thank you so much for and I know the links went up in the chat. If Pat didn't do it yet, do it please now. Thank you so much to our mods and to everyone that tuned in. I guess that's a wrap.
I can't wait to see you guys next week. I don't like weeks off.
Yes, next week.
Thank you for all you do, Gene.
Oh, thank you guys for all you guys do. I mean, listen, we're all part of the team, and this has been a fun experience. Patty, and even though he screws up pretty often, but Patty is okay, I guess. But our mods and thank you to our mods too for doing such a great job coming here and helping us out. We appreciate it. And on that note, Panda, take us home.
What do I gotta say? Do I say anything? All right.
Say adios.
No. Thank you so much again, guys. We love you very much. Thank you. Mwah.